Hello everyone. Myself Ashwani Singh. I am from Department of Civil Engineering at IIT Kanpur. Currently, here I'm working as summer intern at MRC. Currently, what I'm doing is I'm modeling. My topic is modeling and simulation for the Konkan coast. So, let's begin with this. So, these are the table of contents we'll be exploring further in our slides. Yeah. So, firstly, why Konkan coast? What's the significance of the Konkan coast? So, Konkan coast has the vital maritime region stretching about 720 kilometers throughout the western coastline of Maharashtra, with its key district includes Mumbai, Raigad, Ratnagiri, and Sindhudurg, which you can see in the map here of the Konkan coast. Then, Konkan coast amounts for around 41% of Maharashtra's overall GDP for financial year 2016, with around 28.6 million people living in around the region around Konkan coast, according to 2011 census. Along with this, Konkan is responsible for around 70% of the overall maritime trade that is happening all over the country, with around more than 350,000 fisher folk associated with the Konkan coast. So there are some of the few strategic locations that are around the Konkan coast. Let's talk about them. The first one is Mumbai coast. Mumbai is also known as the economic powerhouse for financial and industrial reasons due to its strategic location. In financial year 2025, the GDP of Mumbai is estimated to be about 278 billion US dollars, which amounts for around 6.16% of India's total GDP, making it one of the most important strategic locations throughout the whole country, with around 22 million people living in Mumbai region. Along with this, Mumbai also has two major ports, Mumbai Port Trust and Jawaharlal Nehru Port Trust, which handles around 70% of India's overall maritime trade. And Mumbai has even also helped India to climb up its PMI index to 58.1 due to its economic activities. And then second one we have is Ratnagiri. Ratnagiri is also known as agricultural and industrial hub on Konkan coast. So the GDP of Ratnagiri is around 23,000 crore in 24-25, which amounts for around 1% of overall Maharashtra's economy. And other sectors in Konkan coast, Ratnagiri is also showing rapid growth, which we can see in the data here. Along with this, Ratnagiri is also known for its fish production. The annual production of fish in 2020-2021 was around 65,000 tons, and with 46 fish landing centers in Ratnagiri. Ratnagiri also has two major ports, Jaigarh Port and Dabhol Port, which handles around 0.57 million tons of cargo in 2021. And recently, our MRC team has visited to Ratnagiri and have some insights, like they were there for testing the API tool, which they found was very feasible and they had positive outcomes from there. They also personally have seen the struggles of the fishermen and the fisher folk associated there due to the very economic instability. So let's talk about what's the purpose of this, why, how government is interested in all these things, and what are the problems they are facing. This is the map showing about Maharashtra. In financial year 2021 to 2022, the government Department of Finance has sanctioned around 220 crores of money to develop the Konkan coast to focus on blue economy. And even they have the Sagarmala initiative in which they are investing around 1 lakh 12,000 crore of rupees to develop the Konkan region. But some of the key problems that we are facing are the climate issues. Some of the major climate issues are like temperature rise, ocean acidification, phytoplankton decline, urban flooding, and pollution. Let's discuss them in detail. So first we talk about the temperature rise. As we all know, the temperature is decreasing day by day more and more. These are the current graph of some past few years, which clearly shows the average temperature rise, and this is also happening for the oceans also. And what this is leading to is it encourages soil erosion and sea level rise. Around 37% of Ratnagiri coastline is currently considered as the high risk for erosion due to this. And even this the around 50% of fish catches decline is observed in some of the major regions of Konkan due to temperature rise. This not only affect this, but also affects the agriculture and horticulture that is around the coast. Like the Alfonso mango yield was dropped from 30 to 75% from 2020 to 2025 due to this unseasonal heat, and also has affected the rain-fed agriculture that is dependent on this coastal region. Then there comes the ocean acidification. Ocean absorbs around 25% of the overall atmospheric CO2, and which day by day is causing to decrease the pH level of the oceans. With about, if like this assume, if 0.3% of the pH drops in ocean, then this leads to around 30% of marine biodiversity loss. So, and day by day, this is happening. Like overall, globally, the pH is declining by 0.00 units per year globally. So, this is also affecting the maritime ecosystem as in the Konkan belt, around 79 marine species are now have categorized as in endangered species. And this also leads to a lot of socio-economic impacts, affect the food security and selfish farming that has shows around 30 to 50% of lower larval survival due to acidification. These are the graphs showing the relation between the CO2 and seawater pH. As this shows, as the increase in amount of CO2, the pH decreases rapidly in past few years. Then comes the phytoplankton decline. Phytoplankton are the microorganisms responsible uh, for uh, for carbon sequestration and then nutrient recyclement and plant for fishes to eat. But since the phytoplanktons are declining, it has led to the whole collapse of the food web that is around the Konkan coast, with around the same 79 marine species are now reported as endangered one. And it has also decreased to the decline of its catches, which is affecting the economy of the whole content coast, and has also getting problem in nutrient recycling, as the phytoplankton recycles the nutrients and maintains the balance. Then the other problem is urban flooding. Due to the topography and the strategic location of Konkan coast and many districts around it, the urban flooding is very usual and is prone to happen in these areas. This happen. This leads to lots of problems like the loss of life, money, property, and then even the stagnant water or the flooding also causes the major health related issues, which is difficult. And there have been also some economic impact like loss of biodiversity and erosion due to the urban flooding. And there have been several incidents that have been reported of urban flooding in Konkan region, like the 2021 floods, which have led to a lot of life life loss. Yeah. So what we are currently looking is we are trying to model all these four parameters to derive some positive result. Like uh, like we need to we'll take these things as input. We need to model this whole thing and give an output which will show like how the small change in these things will affect the future and affect the economy in different ways. Like just considering the fish collection, how the temperature increase or temperature or acidification will impact in how much quantity the fish collection and the fish stocks. So we are planning to give the predictive insights to the government to help them take the data-driven decisions to help the economy grow in sustainable manner. So what our model is doing, our model is taking few things as input like temperature rise, phytoplankton decline, ocean acidification, and pollution. Some of these variables are quantitative and some of are qualitative, like pollution. It's qualitative. We can't just quantify how much pollution is happening and what's the current level of pollution in oceans. So we are taking all these things in accounts and the current scenarios and giving it to model. And our model, what our model will do, will take consider this all the inputs and will based on past trends, it will predict like how much decline in fish productivity will happen. What are the major regions which we need to focus on? What are the locations where the fish decline will be more observed? What will be its economic impact? What will the climate changes that will be we've seen in future based on the past data? So these are the few outputs like what the model will give us. It will just give us some maps, graphs showing fish stock and biodiversity that will be changing and how gradually it will be changed in the future years. And it will help in identification of high risk zones where is the need for the government to focus right now. Yeah, this all from my side. Thank you very much.
And thank you.